Hello friends, welcome to my channel. In this today's video, I will show you how to deploy a complete PHP website with MySQL, Apache, and in this video we are going to see a complete website setup with domain name and plus the SSL certificate. So I am going to use an Amazon Ubuntu EC2 server as our backend server. Then in the first step we'll launch an EC2 instance, then we'll install the packages which is required to host our application. Like packages includes the PHP, then MySQL, Certbot, and Apache, and then Apache as a web server. So this is my repository where I have created a installation script. So with the help of this installation script, we are going to install the packages on the server. This is the second step installation. In the third step, we'll pull our code on the server. So this is my code library management.php application. So this code includes the SQL file which have like a database structure which is required for your application, and this is the library, means it is the application code. So in the SQL file you will find the SQL MySQL dump, and the library file contains the exact application code. And this is the readme file, contains the all the things that are required for required packages, then or database name, and the what are the permission we need to give to our project, then host configuration, and then we had like a login details. Means in this database file we had already created a user and his password. So with the help of those username and password, we will test, will check the login is working or not. So that's so I will give you the both URL in my description of the video. So let's start the video. So I'm in the Mumbai region. So let's click on the launch EC2 instance. Just name it like in a PHP application. Then select the Ubuntu as a AMI, and then go with the Ubuntu 22 version. Ubuntu 24 had like many issues, so I'm going to choose an 22, and those are installation scripts are compatible with the, and I have tested on Ubuntu 22 image. Then create a new key pair, then name it a PHP application. So this key pair is used to log into our server, and save this key pair. Then we have to create a new security group. So in the network, keep mostly the all setting as a default in VPC. Then subnet, go with the no preference, means it will automatically pick the available subnet in your account. Then auto-assign public IC keep enable. In the security group, allow the SSH traffic, then HTTPS and the HTTP. SSH means with the help of SSH port we are able to log into the server. Now SSH traffic I allowed to the anywhere, but in the production you have to choose a custom IP, means you have to allow your IP address to log into the server. Means anywhere means anyone can have the key pair and the IP of the server able to log in, but it is not recommended in the production use. Then the storage keep as a 8 GB, and then click on the launch EC2 instance. Click on the instance ID. Let me close this tab. So this is our server. So now our EC2 instance is pending set. Till time we'll check the basic checks. So most of the people will not able to log into the server. They are like facing connection refused error or something like. So you have to just verify. Go to the security section. Open this security group in the new tab. So in the inbound rules, you have to make sure that you have like an three ports enabled: HTTPS, HTTP, and SSH. HTTP means allows the web traffic to our server HTTP and HTTPS, and the SSH port is for the allow us to log into the server. And in the SSH I have allowed the anywhere, but it is not recommended. You can add your IP address only, so you are the only person who will able to log into the server. Then we have like next you have to verify the networking. The networking we have like subnet. Click on the new tab, subnet also. So this is my subnet. So verify that in the route table section you have like an IGW in your subnet. If this IGW is not present, then you are not able to connect to the internet, and might be you are not able to access to the server also. So this is the second check you have to verify. Okay, so please verify both things before log into the server. Now our server is in running set. Let me just click on the connect option, and in the SSH client you will find the like an example command. So now I am having like an Ubuntu machine, so I'm going to log in with this example command. But in your case you have to use the mobile stream or some putty application to log into the server if you are like a Windows operating system. My operating system is Fedora. My key pair was present in the download folder, so go to the download folder and give the appropriate permission to that key pair, chmod 404 and the php application.py, and then paste the command. 404 means we were giving the only read only access to the user to access this key pair, and then click on the enter. It will ask to continue, then press yes. Yes, we have successfully logged into the server. Means our first step is complete. Now second step is to go and install the required packages that are required to host our PHP application. This is my installation script. If you want to check what are the commands those are present in this script, please go click on this scripts and please check. Means I have created a custom scripts where I had this is this means number of commands I added in the way, so that we can do not waste a lot of time on the installation. Just do a git clone and paste the URL, installation script URL. Yes, now we have downloaded clone this repository installation script. Then give the execution permissions for those installations of scripts. So we are going to run this script, so that's why I have given this execution permission to the number of scripts. So let me just install the Apache and Nginx first. Just do a sudo and then script name slash dot and slash is used to run the bash script in the Linux. So it will update the packages, then it will install all the required packages that I have mentioned in that script. So if you want to check what are the things are present in this script, so this is the Apache and Nginx install script. Here I am installing the Apache and Nginx both. Then in the end this script will ask you which service you want to keep running, Apache or Nginx, because both services are running on the same port 80. So we have to keep only one service running. So it will ask you prompt to the which service you want to running. Then this is the Certbot. Certbot is a provides a free certificate, SSL certificate. So this is required because we are going to set up our domain name. Then we have MySQL. In the MySQL you have to change this parameter according to your need, which username you want to keep and all these things. Then in the end you will see I have created the database here, and then again I'm giving that MySQL user on that database full permission, and I'm changing the MySQL username password also. So this is the complete MySQL script, and this the last one is the PHP script where I am installing the large number of modules, and then it will and the PHP 80 and PHP 80 FPM in this script. Please read this script carefully, then you will understand what the script mean. Now it is asking us to which service you want to keep run, Apache or JSON. Let's type Apache. Yes, Apache. Let's verify the. Yes, our Apache service is running. Now second step is to install the Certbot. Now we will install the PHP. We were using the PHP 8.0 for this video. Do you want to install the PHP 8.0 and its module? Say why and then enter. This PHP script will take a little long time because I have added a large number of modules. So I'm going to pause this video for a while. Now our PHP installation is also completed. Now the last step is to install the MySQL. So before installing the MySQL, you have to make sure to change this parameter in that script. So you can, if you want to change the root password, you can change it here. Then you have like a local root host is localhost correct. Then in the default database you have to add our application database. So if you like see in my GitHub repository, I have added the DB name. So library is DB name, which is required to, because in the config.php we added the library as a name. The MySQL user also you can change it to the library. It means it is a MySQL user, means it's a normal MySQL user. And in the MySQL user password also I am giving the library @123. So change this parameter and save it, and now you can run the sudo then star then /MySQL install.sh. Now it is asking the MySQL CNF, keep the default option N and press enter. Now MySQL installation is also completed. Let me just verify the MySQL service is running or not. systemctl. Okay, MySQL is also running. Now go to the cd then /var www folder, and here we are going to set up our project code. So this is my project code repository. Just copy it and clone on the server. Git and then clone, and then press the copied URL. Okay, just do a sudo and then git clone. So this is our library management project -php. So this is our SQL file, and this is our actual code. So I have mentioned all these tips in the, so we had like all this required package that we have recently installed. Now we have to import that SQL file to our database. So this is the command MySQL -root then -p. So go to the SQL directory, SQL file directory, and now execute that command here. So MySQL U means username. We were using root as a username for importing the database. -p means password, and the library is our database name that we have recently created to the script, and library.sql means this file. So the whatever content is present in the library.sql we are importing to our database. Press enter, type the password, root password. So our database import is successfully done. you guys can verify MySQL -u root and then -p. So show databases and then use library, and then you can execute the simple command to verify show tables. So you can see we added the number of tables that we are created through this command, means imported the data. So that's why these tables are present on our MySQL database. Press Ctrl D to log out from that console. Now the next step is to give the right permission to our project, means that Apache user is also able to access those project files. So do cd dot means we are going one back directory to means in www and enter this command 755 command, and the second command is to change the ownership. This www is our Apache user, so that Apache user needs to be able to access to this library management folder. So that's why this command we were executing. Okay, so now permission is also done. Now the next part is to change the database credentials, means in our application in library folder we had like two files. If you like, open the vi includes and the config.php. This is the first file. Do a sudo vi includes.php. Here you have to change the database user to the library. You can keep a root also, but root is a not recommended way, so that's why I am changing to the library username, and the database password, which is library my L was capital, so I'm just, and the DB name is library, and just save it. This is the for the user, and the another file which is present under the admin, means we need to change the admin database credentials also. cd admin includes and then the config.php. Sorry, not cd, do a sudo vi and then config.php. Change it to the library, then change the password name, and then the database name will be the same as a library, and the press column and the WQ. Now we have changed the database credentials also. Here also in the GitHub repo I have mentioned the both file locations also. Now the last part, which is the setup configuration, means Apache and Nginx configuration. So go to the cd/etc, means we are like now set up the project. Now we have to set up a domain and all these things. So cd/etc Apache 2 sites available, and create a new file, sudo vi library app.conf. So here you have to change the domain name. So in my case I'm going to keep this domain name. In your case it might different according to your means organization or something like or your personal domain also. And then change the path of the here I have cloned that my project code in the var www then library management project php. So just change these things, and this is the directory means directory index, means index.php, means whenever Apache will look into this folder, he have to serve the index.php file. And in the copy this domain name and paste it here in the error log. So if we are getting an error, we have to look into these files to error and access logs. So this is the domain I have purchased, and this domain is present on the GoDaddy. So let me create this subdomain. Means Xiom04 is my domain and the PHP was my subdomain. So I have to create a new subdomain. So I'm going to log in my GoDaddy console. So you can see this is my DNS name. So let me just create a new record for the PHP. Our application was hosted on the EC2 server. So select the type as A because we had only the IP address, and in the TTL change it to the custom and put the 600 seconds only. Mean the minimum time it have to reflect that. So click on the save. It is going to take 2 or 3 minutes, so till time I will pause this video. Now we'll verify that this subdomain is reflected or not on the web. So go to the browser and type the DNS lookup tool. So this is the MX toolbox. It provides the DNS lookup tool. So paste the domain name. So this is my domain name, and click on the DNS lookup. Then we have to receive that is our server IP address. So this is the domain name and this is the IP address with this domain mapped. So just verify the 13201. Okay, 13.201.45 and 20210. Yeah, so our domain name is successfully mapped with our server. Just save it and just verify again this directory is present or not. I'm going to LL. So LL and this directory path. So my directory is also present. Now this file we have created in the sites enable. So Apache usually is not tracking the files under the sites available. So what we have to do, go to the sites enabled folder and map the link that sites available file in the sites enabled. So the command is sudo ln-s, then your file present in the sites available, cd/etc, then Apache 2, then sites available, and the file name which is library.com, and then press dot. Means we need to map under the sites enable. Dot means now clear the screen, then we'll sudo Apache ctl-t. Now the syntax is okay. Now you can safely restart the service because we have added those library configuration, so restart is required. Sorry, systemctl restart Apache 2. Now go to your browser and type the php, then xiom0407 and .shop. This is my domain name in. Okay, so this application is now working, but it is not secure. So we have to enable the SSL certificate on this application. The command is the sudo certbot. Then select the Apache as a web server. Then enter the random email address you can add. Then agree to the term and conditions of the Let's Encrypt. Now yes, we want to our first certificate. Then let Certbot have automatically detected our domain name that we have recently added in our config file, which is a php xiom07.shop. So select that one number. So the certbot will automatically deploy the certificate in our configuration file. Let me just show you that configuration file. So so you can check, we have created only the library app.com, but the certbot have additionally created the another file for the SSL. So let's open that file also. So you can check the certbot have added these files in our configuration file, and also it have created the new virtual host for the 443 port. So certbot will automatically make changes in your configuration file if your domain name mapped with this server IP address. So let me just go to the browser and just refresh this web page. Yeah, once I refreshed, now it is showing the connection is secure and the certificate is also valid. So today it's 7 August, so it was showing correctly issued on 7 August and expires on this date. So now let's verify the login details. So in the GitHub repo, in the last you will see this login details. So click on the user login. So once we are able to log in, so we can safely say our database is also working well, and the password, and click on the login. So you can see I'm able to successfully log in here. There are 9 books are listed here and all these things. The similar way admin login is also present here, and the password is, let me just copy this username and admin username and password. Username is admin and password at the test@123. Click on the login. Yeah, so admin login is also working here. So we have like a completely set up the production ready PHP website on Ubuntu EC2 instance with the MySQL as a database. So while doing this practically, if you are facing any difficulties or any going through any issues, please let me in the comment section. And again, it is kind of it is a setup kind of a production level of website. So it might be like that domain part is kind of not able, you are not able to easily understand, but in the same way we were using to set up an production websites, but there are minor differences in the production, like we were not using any Certbot certificates in production. We had like an SSL certificates from the paid organization. Then you can say like the MySQL server has like all the security components in it. So like in a port 22 we allowed to the open all IP address, but in the production we were allowing the SSL port for the specific persons, means specific authorized person is able to access to the server. And this is the config file that I have given here. It is a simple configuration file. In the production level there are lots of parameters added here to like resolve keep safe our application from the web vulnerabilities. So I hope you understood this PHP application part practical. So please like, subscribe and share this video. Have a nice day.